Good evening students. After learning about various shapes of cells, now in this video we'll try to summarize some of the various sizes mentioned in NCERT. There are so many sizes which are given in the first chapter. Particular topic is very important और हमेशा इस पे NCERT क्वेश्चन बनाती है, फ्रेम करती है, पूछती है. ये रट्टा मार के रखने वाला टॉपिक है. बहुत सारे फिगर्स इस वीडियो के अंदर आएंगे. So let's start with our video lectures. The first size which is mentioned by NCERT, number 1, the smallest cell on the earth is mycoplasma. These mycoplasmas are mentioned as smallest cell on earth. And the size which is mentioned by NCERT is 0.3 micrometer. Okay, so this is very important question. Mycoplasmas are the smallest cell on this earth. Why they are the smallest cell? Because these are the cells which are not having a cell wall. Actually, these are the bacteria which are not having the cell wall. So ये MCQ हमेशा आएगा कि why mycoplasma is smallest? Because they are the bacteria which is not having the cell wall, and that makes them a smallest cell. Sir, viruses सबसे small है ना? जी हाँ, लेकिन वायरस को हम सेल कंसीडर नहीं करते. So in the category of cell, mycoplasma is the smallest cell on the earth. The next size which is mentioned by NCERT is the size of PPLOs. They are pneumonia like organisms. Pneumonia like organism, and the size which is mentioned by NCERT for them is 0.2 micrometer. Actually, pneumonia like organisms, they are the class of mycoplasma itself. Actually क्या हुआ, कुछ समय पहले there were so many patients who are infected by lung infection. Pleuro means a cover of lung, and pneumonia is an infection of lung. So an organism which is infecting a cover as well as lung to produce pneumonia is considered as pneumonia like organism. So there were so many patients of lung infection in the past. These patients are not getting better by treatment with antibiotic. At that time, no one was knowing which organism has caused them the infection. When they isolated the organism, they named it as pneumonia like organism. But later on, they have found out that these organisms do not have the cell wall, and so this pneumonia like organism now belongs to a category of bacteria which is nothing but a mycoplasma. This category of bacteria is also very important because इनके ऊपर पेनिसिलिन नाम की एंटीबायोटिक काम नहीं करती. Because पेनिसिलिन का जो काम है, it is by deforming the cell wall formation. Cell wall formation नहीं होने देती. It will prevent the formation of cell wall, and that's how the penicillin will work. So it is also very important MCQ. ये भी MCQ आपको देखने मिलेगा कि इस कैटेगरी के ऊपर which antibiotic do not work. So penicillin antibiotic do not work. Why? Because there is absence of cell wall. Do remember the MCQ. It is very important MCQ. Okay. Then the next size which is mentioned in NCERT is the size of bacteria. In case of bacteria, there will be a specific question will get asked by NCERT. NCERT ने बैक्टीरिया की दो अलग-अलग sizes mention करके दिए. Whenever NCERT will ask you the question कि what is the average size of bacteria, so we can write down average size of bacteria. This is mentioned by NCERT as 3 to 5 micrometers. This is the average size. But whenever NCERT will ask you about the size of typical bacteria, size of typical bacteria, this size is mentioned by NCERT as 1 to 2 micrometer. It is mentioned in the figure which is given in the NCERT textbook. So there will be two type of question. Average size of bacteria, whenever it is not specified, the size we have to mention is 3 or 5 micrometer, and whenever NCERT will ask you about the size of typical bacteria, then you have to go for this answer, 1 to 2 micrometers. Then the next size which is mentioned in NCERT textbook is number 4, the size of RBC, human RBC. A size of human RBC is mentioned as 7 micrometer. This is very important size. A human RBC is the smallest cell in human body. It is the smallest cell in human body. Secondly, this size is important because the average diameter of the last blood vessel which is supplying the blood to every organ, that is capillary. Capillaries. Capillaries are the vessel which supplies the blood to each and every organ. So this is a capillary. And the diameter of capillary, this diameter of capillary is 8 micrometer. Now you can clearly understand the diameter of capillary is 8 micrometer and the diameter of human RBC which is flowing through the capillary is 7 micrometer. So the RBC which is moving from the capillary will have to move in a single line, one after another, forming a continuous channel or a file. एक के बाद एक ही जाना पड़ेगा. They cannot crumble out there. Okay? So whenever the RBC is moving from the capillary, it will form a continuous channel, a file inside the RBC. Any change in the shape of RBC will totally deteriorate the flow of the blood. Let's say for example, suppose a normal dumbbell shaped RBC or a biconcave RBC is converted into sickle shaped RBC. Sickle, that is half moon like structure. See, now blood cannot flow from this direction. Why? Because this RBC got clumbled here. Okay, there is hardly any room for RBC. जगह ही नहीं है वहाँ पे. So RBC you have to form a continuous line. This piece of information is very important. Clear? Then the next size is the size of typical eukaryotic cell. And the size of typical eukaryotic cell is 10 to 20 micrometer. This is also mentioned by NCERT. So as we have seen the smallest cell in human body, we have to look for the largest cell in human body. Which are the largest cell in human body? The largest cell in human body is egg cell, having a diameter of 100 micrometer or 0.1 mm. This is the largest cell of human body. Okay. Now similarly we are having the longest cell. Longest. Here we have written largest. Now we are writing longest. Long. Large. Okay. So longest cell of human body case of plant, the longest cells are sclerenchyma fibers. These are the dead fibers in case of plants, but they are longest. The best example of sclerenchyma fiber is coconut husk. They are longest cells in case of plant. Now, next example which is mentioned in NCERT is the largest cell on earth. The largest cell on earth is an egg of ostrich. शुतुरमुर्ग ऑस्ट्रिच, उसका अंडा सबसे बड़ा है, सिंगल सेल. ओके, द साइज विच इज मेंशन्ड बाय एनसीईआरटी इज 15 to 18 सेंटीमीटर. 15 to 18 सेंटीमीटर, इतना बड़ा एक सिंगल सेल. Also remember, this egg is actually a fertilized egg. In case, then it is the size of largest zygote on the earth. यही जो size है, because egg is the zygote, so a size of largest zygote can be given with the size of egg of ostrich. Clear? Then smallest cell on earth is mycoplasma. इससे भी छोटा कुछ है क्या? Yes, NCERT has mentioned the size of virus. What is the size of virus mentioned by NCERT? It is 0.02 to 0.2 microns. This is the size. Now, one thing we actually have to calculate from all these figures. See, the size of virus is 0.02 to 0.2 micrometer. That means actually some of the viruses are very small. They are smaller than bacteria. The average size of typical bacteria is 2 micrometer. That means a virus can infect bacteria. Okay, ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि अगर वायरस की साइज कम है तो वायरस कभी-कभी बैक्टीरिया को भी इन्फेक्ट कर सकता है. And such type of viruses are called as bacteriophage because their sizes are so small that they can even infect a bacteria. Then there are some important points which is also, it is not actually included in NCERT, but we will come to understand it once the chapter will go on. But we will summarize some very important information here. We are not speaking about the shapes of cells. There are some shapes of and sizes of organelle which NCERT will going to ask you. Okay, so we have to take that MCQs also. So the NCERT will ask you the largest component of cell. The answer to this particular MCQ is very specific. The largest component of cell is nucleus. Do remember the answer. Nucleus is the largest component of cell. Then NCERT will again specify largest cell organelle. Of animal cell is mitochondria. Then largest cell organelle of plant cell is vacuole. We have to remember one more thing here. In case of animal cells, we are having the mitochondria is the largest organelle. But in plant cell, there is one more organelle which is actually larger than mitochondria, and that organelle is chloroplast. So, if NCERT asks you to arrange the given organelles in ascending or descending order, in case of plant cell, the order will be: firstly, we are having vacuoles. Then we are having chloroplast, and next we are having mitochondria. Similarly, the smallest cell organelle is ribosome. So this is everything about the sizes mentioned in the NCERT textbook. Now in the next lecture, we will start with the prokaryotic cell. Thank you.